There is a state of emergency in the WNBA right now. Their only star, their cash cow, the only player capable of capturing interest from people who aren't identifying as they, them. Caitlin Clark is out for a minimum of 2 weeks and possibly longer with a quad strain.
The WNBA just learned a tough lesson. You can't fake star power. 2 days ago, the Indiana Fever announced that Caitlin Clark would miss at least 2 weeks due to injury, and the entire league felt the shock. Everything collapsed faster than one of Angel Reese's missed layups.
There wasn't any worry going on in the WNBA executive offices. If there was no worry, oh, people aren't going to turn off. Oh, people are still going to show up. If that was the thought that they were having up there in WNBA La La Land, well, now might be the time to hit the panic button.
Ticket prices for the Fever vs. Sky game at the United Center dropped by 71% in 1 day. Fans started asking for refunds, canceling travel plans, and reselling tickets at a loss. The league had moved games to bigger arenas, counting on Clark's star power. Now they're scrambling to fill empty seats. And what about the Angel Reese effect? Spoiler, it doesn't exist. Let's wish Caitlin a fast recovery. Comment, get well soon, CC below.
48 hours after news hits that Caitlin Clark is injured and she'll be missing 2 weeks, the market has responded and the market has told the WNBA, we don't want this. We want her, but we don't want it.
As soon as Clark's injury was announced, fans started selling their tickets faster than Angel Reese misses shots. The Chicago Sky had moved their June 7th game against the Fever to the United Center, home of the Chicago Bulls, expecting huge crowds and high ticket prices. Why? Everyone wanted to see Caitlin Clark play live.
The reality is, at this point, we don't know how much time Caitlin Clark is going to miss. If it were up to Uncle KC, Caitlin Clark would miss the remainder of the regular season, so jealous, entitled players in the WNBA can be reminded that no one is watching for them. No one is staying home on a Saturday afternoon to watch Natasha Cloud. Outside of Vlad Pooter, no one's buying tickets to see Bob Griner, and no one, I mean no one, is paying to see Angel Reese attempt to play basketball.
But within hours of the news, that dream crashed hard. Ticket prices for the United Center game dropped from $86 to just $25, a 71% fall in a single day. The Sky went from counting profits to counting empty seats before the game even started.
When it comes to the Chicago Sky game, the marquee matchup in the WNBA, like it or love it, rivalry or not, Chicago Sky, Indiana Fever, Angel Reese, Caitlin Clark, that is the marquee matchup in the WNBA, and those tickets are crashing just as well. From $86 48 hours ago to $25. And by the time June 7th rolls around, it might cost you a bag of Skittles and some Lay's potato chip to get in there.
Real fans had to make tough choices. One loyal fan canceled flights and hotel bookings for the Fever vs. Sun game in Indianapolis, saying, "We're Caitlin fans before Fever fans. She's the biggest draw, that's who the girls want to see."
Fever, stop it, WNBA. They're flying across the pond to watch CC22.
The Washington Mystics faced the same disaster. They moved their Fever game to a larger arena in Baltimore, hoping Clark would fill more seats. But after the injury news, ticket prices dropped from $41 to $22, a 47% drop, and the Mystics were left staring at empty rows and financial loss.
Indiana Fever ticket prices to games over the next 2 weeks have dropped 42% since Caitlin Clark's injury announcement, an average ticket price of $137, all the way down to $80. People are selling their tickets definitely can't get face value. So what do? They just continue to lower and lower and lower and lower and lower the price. This isn't all resellers, folks. Hate to break it to you. A majority of these are everyday normal.
TickPick data revealed how bad it really was. Average ticket prices for the 4 games Clark was expected to miss fell from $137 to $80. This wasn't a minor dip, it was a full collapse. Teams that had bet on Clark's popularity were now stuck with half-empty arenas and angry fans. It exposed a truth the WNBA didn't want to admit: the league's success largely depends on one player. The financial impact was immediate and clear. Clark isn't just a rising star, she is the show. She's the reason fans buy tickets and plan trips.
Angel Reese, Under Pressure. When you think about it, there have been so many classic songs written about the WNBA dump. Obviously, Under Pressure by Queen and David Bowie, which directly applies to what Angel Reese and her colleagues are going through right now. An immense amount of pressure to carry this dump of a league while Caitlin Clark recovers from a quad strain.
Meanwhile, Sky fans were probably wondering why their own superstar couldn't create even a fraction of the buzz. Angel Reese hasn't caused ticket prices to rise, travel plans to change, or venues to upgrade. The difference is obvious. One injury caused a league-wide financial crisis, the other's best games barely get noticed. During the 2024 season, Clark was responsible for 26.5% of the WNBA's total impact, including ticket sales, merch, and TV ratings. One player, over a quarter of the league.
With Caitlin Clark injured, the WNBA will be reliant on their other stars to carry the league. I'm not just talking about ratings. I'm not just talking about attendance. The WNBA will be reliant on their other stars to maintain the interest of the mainstream. With Angel Reese being the only player with mainstream name recognition, most of the pressure, it is going to be on her to perform. And we have plenty of evidence that proves Angel Reese is not qualified to carry the league.
Of the 23 WNBA games this season that got 1 million plus viewers, guess how many had Clark in them? 20. Without her, the league struggles. Games with Clark averaged 1.18 million viewers. All others averaged just 394,000. That's not a small difference, that's a canyon.
People might be saying, oh, well, the teams aren't really going to suffer. They already sold the tickets. No. You don't understand. If the Chicago Sky moved into the United Center, and let's say resale-wise, they sold all 19,000, well, when only 9,000 to 10,000 show up, they're losing merchandise sales, they're losing food sales, they're losing beverage sales, they're losing big. They took a big gamble to get into that arena, and they're losing big because it's not going to be full, and those people aren't going to be buying things there.
Teams that scheduled nationally televised games around fever matchups are now facing steep drops in viewership. ESPN and other networks built their WNBA programming around Caitlin Clark. In 2025, 41 out of 44 Fever games will be on national TV, the most of any team. Why? Because Clark delivers viewers. The only 3 WNBA games that got 1 million plus views without her? They were playoffs or season openers with huge promotions. Regular games starring other players barely hit 300,000, even on good nights. Meanwhile, Clark casually doubles those numbers. Angel Reese can post all the double-doubles she wants, but the ratings don't change, they stay average, just like before.
2 weeks ago, last year, if you wanted to get a glimpse of Caitlin Clark, try to get that autograph, it would have cost you $300 to get in the building. It would have cost you $200 to get in the building, $500 to get in the building, and then you got to fight to get close enough. Now, Now you have a pretty good opportunity. $25 to get in the building. Let me make my way down because nobody's going to be there. Hey, Caitlyn. And she loves her fans, so she's going to sign. She loves her. Hey, Caitlyn, I came all the way. Can I get an autograph, please? It sucks you don't play. Oh, yeah. Sign. So for those that are looking for a Caitlyn Clark autograph, now might be your best chance to get that at a reasonable price. I'm just saying.